Hello, my beautiful Lilith. How are you doing? I hope that you're doing well, sweetie pie. Don't know if Juanson... I know Juanson was having, I think, some connection problems today, so I know he's going to be joining us, but where is he exactly, or if he's still having problems? I don't know. How have you been, my love? While we're waiting for everybody to just kind of join us, I'm going to go and do Juanson's reading. So I suppose that he's going to be in soon. I'm just going to put him underneath Jay. And we're going to put him at like 1 minute. And we're just going to start off with him. And we're going to see. If nobody joins us, we're just going to go to bed early. All right. Let's go see what we got for Juanson. So let me just go into the email. Oh, there you go. Hi, sweetie. I know your connection sucks, right? I know. You said that probably going to be having something tomorrow, that you had some problems. And you're enjoying some abuelita and watching some Hulu today. Yeah, I watched, by the way, guys. What was it called? In between or in between the lines? Anyways, it was good. It's like a 9-episode series on Netflix. Did I talk about it or not? I don't know. Anyways, it was good. I enjoyed it. It was kind of intriguing. Anywho, if ever you do want to try to watch it, I know you haven't watched it, it's pretty good. I liked it. You're wondering if you're going to have any time off for your friend who is wanting something with insanity. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? C'est pas le temps, le bébé. Qu'est-ce que tu fais?
Ben, c'est les boys.
Qu'est-ce que... Non. Rentrer tout le monde dans la maison, sinon. Là, c'est non. J'ai pas de temps.
Il dit des secrets sur moi.
Parfait. Annelle, rentre en dedans. Ton ami est là.
Ben, ils vont continuer.
Correct. Rentre en dedans.
Aussi, il a dit qu'il y aurait trop froid si tu vas dehors.
All right, here we go. I'm sorry. Apparently we have...
Je vais venir me lancer une boule de neige.
Okay. Apparently we have some brother and sister drama outside onto the snowbank, which I'm not dealing with. If you're going to have drama, come in. That's it. That's all. Hi. Hi, Crow's Nest. How are you doing, sweetie pie? Hello, Divya. It is nice to see you too. So here we go, Juanson. I want to go back over here. Are you going to be able to have some time off? I don't necessarily feel like you will. By the way, how was your meal? Did you not have your Thanksgiving meal? Like special dinner at work? Was it not last... I'm late. Like my brain is late. But I think it was last Friday, or is it this Friday? I don't know. How was it? Let me know if it was okay. Did Elizabeth kind of pop on in just for the lunch? I don't know. For the dinner, meet on up. Anywho, are you going to have any time off? Not that I see at this moment. So unless there's some type of change, I'm going to say no. Let's go towards your love and general reading. Let's go and do this. Alrighty. So we're going to start with your general and we're going to move on forward, all right? Into the love. I'm just going to close a couple windows. I have too many that are open, and here we go. Hi, Jillian. Nice to see you, sweetie. How are you, my love? It was good. The turkey, the corn, the cranberry sauce, and your favorite, the mashed potatoes. Oh, I like that. I have to say, Spacehead is who he is, but it's still kind of sweet. Thank you, my beautiful crow's nest. You're going to be on up right after, so let me just go see if your question's already in PayPal. If it is, I don't need you to post it, and if it's not, then you can post it. So let me just go see. It is not, so if you do want to post it, my love, please do so. You can either send it to my email if you don't want anybody to hear it or see it, or you can post it into the live, my love. Oh, there you go. It's already done. Thank you, sweetie. Oh, you think his heart only grew an inch that day? Thank you, my beautiful crow's nest. We're going to come and look at that, my love. You're going to be on up after our dear friend Watson. All right. So what I'm going to say for you is this, my love. Into the general energy, I feel like you're entering into a phase where hopefully your videos will upload. No, I'm kidding. Well, yes, I'm not kidding, but yeah. You're entering a stage and a period where there's going to be some positive changes, where there's going to be a nice alignment that's coming on up for you. So, something that kind of feels a little bit stuck or a little bit repetitive is about to break on open. So I'm going to say Spirit is asking you to stay patient and to just kind of keep believing into yourself. So you've been carrying a lot lately, but I feel like you're starting to unlock somewhat of a new chapter. So I'm going to say things are shifting into your favor, sweetie. You can expect progress and opportunities. You can expect more emotional clarity also. As for love, I'm going to keep it into the emotional clarity. I feel like we're moving towards more connectedness, more feelings, more growing, more openness altogether, which is going to bring people, yes, towards you and you more towards them, which should be able to align with somewhat of a new connection coming on up soon. So, yeah, I feel like the message that is coming on through over here for you is to trust the process, even though the process might seem like it's a little bit, trust the process, my love. We're gonna go see what's happening over here with our Elizabeth. How are things going with Elizabeth? All right, hold on. Alrighty. I feel like the energy that I have at this moment in time is an energy that is around her, that I feel like she has less stress. I feel like things are making more sense. I feel like she has more moments where she can relax, where she can breathe, where she can feel and just kind of think with nothing really going around. I feel like her thoughts about you today are very sweet. I feel like there's a lot of curiosity. I feel like there's a lot of warmth. She knows that you care for her quite deeply, and she hopes that you do know that she does feel also towards you quite deeply. So, if there's anything she could say to you, I feel like she'd like you to know that she's still thinking about you, that she's still holding on to this connection. And an angel message. Trust the process, the pauses, and the silence. Everything is preparing for alignment. The bonds that you have into your life are protected, and the more authentic you are, the stronger they will become. And an oracle message: love is not lost, it is simply transforming. Into loving messages. I miss your presence more than I admit. You're onto my mind more often than you know. My heart softens when I think about you, and I want you to know that I feel safe with you. So far, yeah, Juanson, which is why we started with you. It's one of those nights. Crow's nest. Here we go, my love. Let me go and see what I have for you, my love. So we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna go and get your questions. So you want to know. Okay, so we're going to go and look at this. And you say you work together and he is a crush and he has flirted with you. Perfect. Okie dokie. So let's go see what we have with this, my love. All right. Know his next actions towards you. Well, he does like you. You do bring him a lot of happiness. I feel like the energy that we are having at this moment is an energy where he feels warm and he feels curious about you, but he also feels kind of nervous. There's a little bit of nervousness, a little bit of tension that is there. You're somebody who I feel like you're somebody that he really would like to take a step forward to, but I feel like he's really planning things carefully. He doesn't like to mess things up. He is very thoughtful. He is very methodical into his way of doing things. And I'm going to say there's like an extra layer of protection that he's kind of putting into this because you two do work together. So what I can see into his next actions towards you is that he's thinking about how to make a move into a subtle but a meaningful kind of way. I feel like he's trying to find the right moment, the right setting, but that moment and that setting I feel is something that he wants very natural. Nothing is going to be forced. I feel like there is some excitement, but there's also some attraction, like he's trying to manage professionally everything together along with this attraction with you. So into the immediate future, I feel that he is going to start to be more intentional with his conversations with you. I feel like he's going to try to get to know you beyond work-related topics. And you can definitely look for different type of little moments where maybe you're more together, so it's more private, or even more of a casual setting, so not necessarily in front of other coworkers. Because there's a very, very strong and a very clear feeling of him wanting to kind of test those waters. So it could be about asking about your day, it could be asking about your weekend plans, or something that is very personal, very soft, but just it's like he's bypassing a little bit, not quite exactly asking you out, but kind of treading towards it, asking you a little bit so he can see what you're up to, what you're doing, if you're ever going to mention anybody else or anything of the such. So he's very, very curious. He is truly testing the waters at this moment. It's like he wants to show interest, but without being completely obvious to everybody else. So what does he feel right now? At this moment, I feel like there's a lot of things. He finds you incredibly attractive. He enjoys the flirting, and he thinks that you do feel the same. He's very cautious because he doesn't want to look unprofessional, doesn't want to get rejected neither. So I feel like what's coming next is a couple little things. A step forward. So like I said, there's going to be a moment where you guys are going to be able to open on up a little bit more. There'll be more flirting. There'll be deeper eye contact. So look for that deeper eye contact. There's going to be more closeness into those moments also. He could very strongly within the following 2 to 3 weeks suggest hanging outside of work, even if it's into a casual kind of a thing. He could definitely ask you on out to do something. So I feel like it is a very slow, but it is a very confident progress. So this is not somebody who is going to disappear. This is not somebody who's going to stop the connection. This is just somebody who's threading very, very carefully. So your advice is to stay open, to stay warm, and to kind of just let him come towards you. He likes that you're feeling receptive because that gives him the courage. It could be through a smile, it could be through a compliment, it could be a light teasing. All of those elements are going to accelerate, if you will, his confidence. So definitely there's potential for something real that is here, but in small steps. There's definite mutual attraction. There's definite mutual curiosity. And I feel like there's a building up to something that is going to be nice, but at a very comfortable kind of a pace. So that's what I'm getting for you, my beautiful love. So I'm going to say to continue what you're up to, sweetie pie. You're doing fantastic at it. Jillian, you're going to be on up. I'm coming to see you in just one little moment. Here we go. I'm going to take a sip and we're going to go and see. Yes, it's a 9 of Cups. It's a 9 of Cups, my love. Yes. Hi, Jillian. Nice to see you, sweetie. It is my pleasure, sweetie pie. So I'm going to say continue on the way that you're doing. Everything's going to, settle itself into the way that it should, my love. How are you doing, my beautiful Jillian? It is nice to see you. Let's go and see the intentions towards you and what is happening over here, all right? So just a few moments. All right, so the intention of Susanna to you and towards work. Okay, let's go see. It's a long, tiring day, but we are one day closer. We are one day closer to Friday. You're so funny. You're absolutely right. I mean, tomorrow's already Wednesday, right? And we're into the middle of the week, and from there, my gosh, we're so close, so close to the weekend. I don't know. I was confused in days today. I was so confused. Just, I don't know. I was confused into the days and into the dates. Like, I was supposed to bring Kitty Cat to the vet, but I thought I was supposed to bring him to the vet tomorrow for his operation, but apparently it was today. It's a good thing I called at lunchtime because I had questions. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those days, I'm going to say, where sometimes things kind of get confusing and you wait for Friday to arrive. I know, I swear we were Wednesday. Poor Maxwell, I mean, he had to go in for his op. Anywho, I'm going to pick him up tomorrow. Yeah. So here we go. I don't know. It happens. Is all I can say. So what's actually happening? Look, this could go either way, my love. It surely can. Like, it could go either way. By that, what I feel is that I can feel the heaviness. I can feel that something is there, that something is off. I feel like there was a lot of emotions that were kind of risen from it. I feel like this person, so we'll call this person S. I feel like the intentions that we have towards you, I don't feel like they're nasty. Okay, let me put it that way. I don't feel like they're malicious. I feel like they're more defensive. It looks like she was emotionally kind of charged up and the situation escalated faster than you or her actually thought or expected. So I feel like her intention I don't feel like she wanted to attack you. I don't feel like she wanted to sabotage you. I feel like she just wanted to protect her position or her viewpoint. So I'm sensing over here that the conflict was mainly about a misunderstanding and somewhat of some emotional pressure, like a boiling water would be like a teapot. I don't feel like she's planning revenge. I don't feel like she's planning punishment, anything of the such. And I feel like there is a potential for a very peaceful resolution and not a revolution because, oh my God, that would be a completely different, wouldn't it? So I feel like you are going to be able to have somewhat of a balanced conversation, but not right away. It's going to be later. The air is going to be a little bit, heavy. There's going to be some tension for a little bit. But like I said, it's not that we want to attack. It's not that we want to be mean. It's not that it's just too much going on. This is what happened. I feel like the energy does not show any long-term negative consequences. So people around you know what? It's a stressful moment. It happens. This is not your usual behavior. It is going to calm down. It's going to calm down faster than what you think. And I do not feel like your work reputation is going to be damaged in any kind of way at all. So what's being seen by others at this moment is not disrespect. It's just life. It's just a question over here of just a question over here, I'm going to say, of emotions. All right. So I'm going to say you're okay. The advice I'm giving to you is this: give it some time, give it some space. Don't go back in tomorrow and, hey, give it a little bit of time. That being said, don't necessarily move on forward, with an angry look or anything. Just go on in, do what you normally do as usual, and just kind of see where that's going to bring. I feel like maybe not tomorrow, maybe the following day, maybe, or if you see that this person comes towards you, then it could be worth it to just kind of, it could be an apology for raising one's voice. It could be just not an apology, but saying, hey, kind of felt a little bit overwhelmed yesterday. Or, whatever happened yesterday, no harsh feelings. Is there a possibility we can just kind of move on forward positively? That's going to show strength. It's going to show maturity. May you do it or may she do it. I feel like this is going to bring somewhat of a shift into the energy. So is it going to improve? I will say yes. I don't see any issues with any of this at all. Yeah. So I'm going to say over here, I feel as though the teamwork, I'm going to say, is going to be restored. It's going to be okay. I feel like there is mutual respect that is going to be returning. I do not see anything negative. I don't see anything negative into any professional, I'm going to say, consequences. So it looks like the situation is something that is very temporary that's going to clear on through. So that's what I'm seeing for you, sweetie. Yeah, everything's going to be okay, sweetie. Don't worry about it, my love. Mm-hmm. That being said, I'm gonna say, sweetie pies, let's call it a night. Let's call it a night. Let's go rest our beautiful souls. And let's see. Oh, Julie, you're here right on time. Yeah, okay. Go for it if you have a question, my love. Just give me a second. I'll be right back, okay? No, no, no. I'll be right back for you, my Julie. You can go forward with it, my love. C'est quoi qui est arrivé? Comme rapidement parce que je travaille encore.
Les kids, ils étaient un peu juste dehors, je pense que. Non, mais c'est parce que
Oui, rapidement, s'il vous plaît.
ça, ça commençait, on était juste rentrés tranquillement.
Oui.
Mais là, en fait, les boys ont commencé à dire des secrets sur moi.
Ok, rapidement, viens avec la voisine. Pas toi, la voisine. Salon, en bas, allez. Yeah, I'm here. Hi. Yeah, Watson. Hi. Yeah, I'm into the. Yeah, that's it. I'm listening to the drama of my kids who went outside and the neighbor that we don't like, but it's not the neighbor, it's the neighbor's kids. Point being, not important. Hello, I'm here. Alrighty, so here we go. Let me go and see what we have. Just one second. Yeah, no, it was really not. It seems very interesting. No. Look, I was told that the crazy lady next door was applauding my kids, my boys, as they were doing something outside, but very sarcastically. And I thought, what? That is so weird. And so it's not really her, it's her kids. And her kids are a-holes, which is a completely different thing. And I was telling my kids, you got to stand up for yourself sometimes. I can't do everything. So say what you got to say, do what you got to do, and we'll just deal with it then. But you got to speak every once in a while. You can't come and see me and complain about it all. It's too late. I can't do anything. That's my story. Oh, no. Well, yes. No, I have very stuck-up neighbors. Very stuck-up neighbors. Yeah. I don't like none of them. No, it's not true. There are some that I do like, but the ones that are right next to me I don't like, and the ones that are in front of me I don't like, but they're both friends, so that makes sense. Any hoot, here we go. So let me go and see who came in first, if it was Big Cleo or if it was Julie. Okay, so we're going to start with Big Cleo. Julie, you're going to be on up right next, sweetie pie. So Big Cleo, my love, you are going to be at... It's a good thing because I was going to. Big Cleo. So... I have an excellent connection onto my side, so theoretically I don't have any issues. If anybody else has any buffering issues, let me know. So did P look at your profile page on Tuesday the 18th, and then we also want to know for Monday the 17th. All right. Monday the 17th, I do have our Four of Wands, but I do also have our Four of Swords in our world. I feel like we ultimately wanted to, but I feel like it was complicated. So I'm going to say we have wants and we have desires, but we did not necessarily. So I'm going to say more of a no for on to the 17th. If I move on forward to the 18th... On to the 18th, we do have our Page of Wands, we do have our Hierophant, so we actually do have some action that is passing on through, and we have our Eight of Swords in reverse position. So I'm going to say into this case, we did actually move on forward, we did look, but I do not feel like it's something astronomical. So if you feel like you saw numbers just kind of, you know, spike up, this was not it. This would be anywhere between 1 to 2, maybe 3 top. Yeah. All right. Well, Big Cleo, sweetie pie. We do have a timestamp for you, my love. Maybe go out and come back in because I don't have anybody else at this moment who has any buffering, and I have an excellent connection, so it's not showing me any issues. Maybe go out and come back in. And otherwise, we do have you a timestamp at 29:40 where you can come in and kind of check it on through, my love. Yeah. It's my pleasure, sweetie pie. I hope your buffering goes away. Julie, sweetie, here we go. Alrighty. Let's go for a beautiful Julie. So, is he going to be 100% loyal to you and focus onto your relationship, especially during the time that he is getting himself ready? And then 2, okay, let's go see. We're going to start off with your first question. So, is he going to be 100% loyal and focused onto your relationship? All right, my love. I'm going to say absolutely. I feel like his energy does show that there is full loyalty, that there is commitment. Even if he's quiet, even if he's taking his sweet time to prepare, he's preparing himself emotionally, but he's also preparing himself mentally. So he's not out exploring other people or other options. His focus is truly on you. I want you to look at it into this kind of a way. It's like you at this moment, or just anybody. When you think about somebody who is in love, somebody who is emotionally tied to somebody else, may it be, sometimes it's long distance, like it's another continent. There's that love, there's that connection, there's that power, there's that heart to heart, there's those thoughts. And those are all things that he doesn't want to betray, because for him it would feel like a betrayal. And it's not just the fact that it would feel like a betrayal. He doesn't have the want or the need or the desire to do so, because he has that connection to you that is very important for him. So it's not even a question of, I don't want her to feel betrayed. It's a question of, I don't feel comfortable into this. This is not something that I desire to fall on through. It's not something that I want to move on forward with. So it's really a question of devotion. It's a question of loyalty. It's about building that foundation within your partnership, and he's hoping that you're doing the same thing. He can't clearly know because he didn't ask you, but this is about that emotional exclusivity. So he is into that phase where he's trying to strengthen himself, or he's trying to align his life, but he's also trying to make sure that he can show up properly as the man that you deserve. And this is an intentional silence. It's not distance. It's not disinterest. This is him working onto himself, aligning himself, so he can be the one who needs and who he wants to be with you. Because he could be with you at this moment in time, but he doesn't feel as though he is complete. He doesn't feel like he has gone through all of the different phases that he needs to go through. And he needs to feel that in order to continue onto the strong and positive route that you guys are onto. Hopefully with all my babbling, I'm making some sense into this. Yeah. Oh, I know, sweetie. No, that's okay. It's okay that you want to confirm it. It's okay. Yeah. Now, is there any worry that taking things slowly means something could happen and prevent this relationship from happening? I'm going to go and look, though. I do not see your third question. I'm going to go and look at it, okay? I'm going to go and try to sneak at it or post it to me because I only see 2 here. But I'll go and see. Maybe I'll find it. And if I don't, just post it into the chat, my love. Whatever it is that I'm missing. Right now, I'm answering if there's anything, you know, about preventing the relationship from actually happening, and if there's any worries and taking steps towards that. I feel that this fear is something that is coming from the both of you. Okay? It's a two-way road. It's not just you. I feel like, yes, he does have some moments where he worries about the timing and he doesn't want to lose you. But I feel like he's just trying to balance taking the right steps with not rushing anything emotionally. So I feel like your connection is there. I do feel like it is protected. I feel like things are aligning themselves perfectly. And I do feel that even though there could be some delays along the way where we might not find the right road or the right opportunity, you will find your happiness and you will find it together. So even though there could be some delays, those delays could actually be purposeful. So they could be there for a reason. They're not dangerous into that moment. They're there to help you, push you on forward, to help you through something, to get to the next stage. So this is not an energy that is suggesting that this relationship can just slip away or something tragic is going to interrupt it. This is more like it's slow and steady and it's building to something that is more long lasting, which is exactly what it is that you want, but also exactly what it is that he wants. So I feel like he's just really making sure that everything is done right, not into a quick kind of a way. So I feel like he's committed to reaching the future with you, but not letting time steal, you know, the opportunities that you guys have neither. Hi, mischievous sweetie pie. You're up next, my love, so I'll be with you in just a few moments. Thank you for your donation and your questions. I received them also. Oh, I know you don't want to linger into all of that. Oh, I know you don't. Yeah, nobody wants to linger into that stuff. Let me go and see where your third question is. Let me go and find it. Maybe I just didn't see it. Hold on. Okay, yes, you do. There's another one here. It's lingering. It's by itself. Did you send me another email for it? Oh, you did. It's there. Okay, that's why I didn't see it. Okay, hold on. Okay, what does correctly actually mean for him? Let's go and see that. I feel like a big part of correctly for him means doing things into a timely manner where he's not feeling pushed forward into something, into doing something. I feel like that's important. So for him, doing things correctly. I do have the Star, I do have our Temperance, I do have 4 of Pentacles, also do have our 10 of Cups, and I have our 7 of Cups. For him, doing things correctly means building. So it's building the relationship into a way that feels stable, into a way that feels responsible and emotionally safe for both of you. So it's not rush, it's not chaotic, it's not based on temporary emotions. He has a very structured and a very grounded view of love when it actually truly does matter. So I feel like at this moment, what shows into his mind that would be the right way is about making sure that he's emotionally ready. It's all these doors, it's all these possibilities. It's wanting to give you the happiness, wanting to give you the balance. And by doing that, he wants to make sure that he's emotionally and mentally ready. He wants to be the person who is not saying that you're not stable, but he wants to be stable so he can give you everything. So he doesn't just give you 25% of himself or 50% of himself. He wants to be consistent. He doesn't want to be in and out. He doesn't want to show up in actions but not show up in feelings. He wants to be loyal. He wants to be devoted. He wants to eliminate any type of distractions or loose ends from his life. And he wants to do all of that by building trust slowly so it feels safe, but so it also feels very strong. This is about creating a future where it's clear. He has clear intentions, not any uncertainty. And I'm talking about uncertainty, not uncertainty towards the love, not uncertainty towards a connection that he has with you, his own insecurities and uncertainties that are within his soul about how he can be. He wants to move on forward, being clear with that. And he wants to make sure that your relationship becomes official, not secret, not undefined. He wants to put a label onto it also when he's, done these things that make it the right way. So he doesn't want to come to you while he's overwhelmed or kind of messy. He wants to feel confident. And he doesn't want to ever back up again after all of that. So, the next steps for him could be to give you something that is more precise. It could be more consistent communication. It could be opening on up emotionally. It could be telling you the way that he truly does feel. It could be discussing the real plans about the future. It could be a proper commitment title, just really even becoming official. For him, that's what is doing it right. That's what it means. So, my sweetie, rest your beautiful soul, my love. We are on to the mist of this beautiful new moon. Yeah, stay strong and stay positive. You've got this. You've got the cutest little biceps. 2 questions, my beautiful mischievous. Here we go, my love. I know. Well, we're working on to it. It's in our plans. It's in our plans, my love. It definitely is. We have over here mischievous at 44:30. And here we go. All right, let's go and say it. Anya, you're so sweet. You finish it with a merci. You're such a cutie pie. All right. So here we go for mischievous. And there's a high probability for Juanson and Lilith that will be ending in a minute or two. A high probability. I'll let you know when I'm done with mischievous. All right, so we're going to start on off with the very first question. So the first one is in regards to love, and the second one is in regards to work. All right, I'm going to try to answer you as best as I possibly can without revealing anything or not too much. Okay, so what, into your very first question, what is Mr. desired end goal? All right, very good question. I like it, because I feel like at this moment, yeah, he could kind of seem like he's a little bit sneaky into different kind of things. Like he's not saying everything, definitely not being all that vocal, but does he actually want something? Yes, he does. Is he having issues saying it? Yeah, like you're completely point on, sweetie. The energy that is coming through is an energy of long-term commitment, but also one of stability. It's exactly what you've intuitively picked on up upon. So I'm going to say at this moment, I feel like this person's true end goal sounds like we want to build a real relationship, but a real one that's going to last. I feel like this person wants something that is more traditional. And by traditional, I mean a partnership. I mean a home. I mean family. I mean shared life altogether. Emotional safety, certain trust at the very same time is going to be important. I feel like what this person is looking for is a bond that feels like you're a team. You're working together. You're best friends as well as lovers. This is what this person is looking for. Those four things. So, building a relationship that lasts, something that is traditional, emotional safety and trust, and just that bond that goes beyond something that is just physical or love. There's a basic layer of foundation of friendship and beautiful trust and loyalty that is there. Now, I feel like this person does struggle with the expressions of it, but not the intentions. So I don't really want us to mix both of them. The intentions are clear, but the expression is not. He has fears of disappointing you. He has fears of falling into a role that might not be his. He has a fear of vulnerability, of not being enough, not being good enough for you. So I feel like he's trying to get his emotions stable before actually vocalizing it. So before he says it out loud to you, in his mind, at that moment, it becomes something that is permanent. If I said it, yeah. And he wants to be fully ready. He doesn't want to be shaky. He doesn't want to be impulsive with it. So I feel like this person wants to find the right way, not a temporary way, because I feel like they're preparing for something that is much more important into the long term. So are you reading him well? I'm going to say yes. But the end goal is going to be within everything that I have said, because I've talked a lot about foundations and different layers and all those things. The end goal is still commitment. It is there. So I'm going to say there's a lot of preparation at this moment is basically what I'm getting. We're into a preparation kind of a phase. As for work, what's work going to be looking like into the future? And what is happening with the person whose first name starts with an E? Yeah, it's a little bit chaotic because I feel like truths are being exposed and I kind of feel like masks are a little bit falling. I feel like this person, I am into the work part, okay? This person is trying to manipulate a perception to benefit her own self. Like she wants to have control. She wants to have validation. And she's seeing you as a threat because of your integrity. And that shows her insecurity. So spiritually, I feel like you're protected. I feel like you are going to end up okay into all of this because you do have the truth. And I do feel like justice is going to land into your favor. However, I feel like she could start to create some temporary noise. She can create some noise, but she can't make you fall. I'll put it that way. So she might try to cause different little tower moments, but is not going to be able to make you crumble. I see that there's going to be a shift where your professionalism and your consistency are going to start to speak louder than her actual drama. And that's where things are going to start to change and to truly shift. So I do feel like there is a positive turn that is coming for you. I feel like there's improvement along the way. I do. If you do start to look elsewhere, I do feel like there could be an opportunity that for something better for you. There could be. But I don't necessarily, if you do decide to go that way, it's not for the following 2 to 3 months. However, if you stick where you're at, which is where I believe that you should stay, but ultimately it is up to you, I feel like things will change for the better. I feel like this person will end up being exposed. I feel like there will be a shift into the energy. You will be recognized. You will have recognition for who you are, what you give, what you provide. So I'm going to say you could definitely land some type of leadership, some type of skill role that could be offered towards you. So I'm going to say it is entirely up to you to decide what you want to do with that. But I'm going to say stand tall. don't shrink in any kind of a way, sweetie pie. The storm is going to clear. I know that, you kind of feel like you're into the midst of, this tornado, but things are going to clear, and a little bit like the phoenix, you're going to rise on up so much stronger, my love. So, yeah, I'm going to say that's what I got for you. Things will definitely get better. Ooh, the deja vu's real. You're so funny. Yeah, you can, Anna. Absolutely, sweetie. Absolutely, my love. Go for it. Why the fear of opening up? Is it boundaries onto your end? No, the fear of opening on up is more about their fears, how they feel like they can open on up towards you. It's just their own insecurity, fear of rejection, fear of not necessarily getting the type of response that we want. That's it. They'll be able to pass on through it. I know, right? What a reading. Oh mon Dieu. Your life is like a soap opera at this moment, my love. That's what you are. It's not the days of our lives. It's the days of Mrs. Mischievous. I am wishing you the loveliest of evenings, my beautiful soul. So you just stand tall. You do what you've got to do. You've got this. Remember, you're a queen into all of this. And queens, they always win. They always do. So hold on just a second. I am going to go and see our beautiful Mimi Michelle. And we do have our beautiful Anna also. So Anna, you'll have a timestamp, and Mimi also. Here we go. So Mimi, you are first, and then we're going to be with our beautiful Anna. Thank you, my beautiful loves, for your donations, my sweetie pie. So Michelle, what do we have for you? I'm going to give a timestamp in just 1 second. Okay. So here we go. So this is for Mimi Michelle, my loves. I'm going to write Mimi Michelle so we know who it is. And we're going to be at 5430. All right. So we're going to go with a general reading. Okay. So my love, how are you doing, my beautiful Michelle? How are you, my love? Alrighty. So what do we have for you? We have choices. We seem to have some harmony. We seem to have a little bit of conflict, but we also do seem to have some offers that are being given towards you. There is some disagreements and some tension, though. There is. Okay. December is going to bring balance. It's going to bring divine timing. It's going to bring emotional clarity, and it's going to bring positive shifts, because you do have a couple little things that need to switch on by over here. There's something that has been stuck. There's something that's been delayed for a certain amount of time. And by a certain amount of time, I'm going to say the last maybe month or two. It's just maybe even 3 months. It's stuck, but I'm getting more 2 months. So this is about you aligning yourself, not just aligning yourself. I mean, you're not a chiropractor. This is about aligning what is good for you, what is meant for you. I feel like it's going to reveal itself. I feel like there is something that is not natural at this moment that is going to end up fading away, basically. I feel like you can expect somewhat of a divine redirection. You can expect a calmer emotional state. I want you to listen to your intuition because it's going to be very strong, and you are going to be receiving a lot of spiritual guidance. I need you to watch out for that too. And there is something coming towards the finances, career, even maybe even something a little bit over here into the romantic side. So I need you to trust the process. Everything just kind of seems to be putting themselves into the right place. In love, you're going to feel more emotional honesty, and you're going to have a deeper type of conversation. So maybe with somebody who is new, you will simply have deeper type of conversations. You will have a different type of relationship progress, more of a celebration, a little bit of an energy. So you're going to feel like you're more seen. You're going to feel like you're more chosen. You're going to feel like you're more appreciated. So know that you're still a little bit into that uncertainty sometimes within love. But there could be somebody who's going to start to show some effort, or who's actually going to step it on up. So if there is somebody around you that you're wondering about, they could actually step up. And career, there's a new opportunity. There's something coming towards you, and that's what I feel has been stuck for quite some time. Well, anyways, the last 2-3 months at least. You can expect something financially. It's like somebody somehow is going to support you financially. Now, that could come in many different forms. It could be coming from you wanting to purchase something and you will receive a loan. It could be coming from somebody who's going to lend you money, or somebody who's going to offer you something, or it could even be a raise. But financially speaking, there is a certain abundance that's coming on in, and you have somewhat of a new inspiration to do something new. It could be to launch something new. There's something new that you want to do. So I'm going to say into the month of December, financially speaking, something's being offered. There's more money that is coming your way. Like I said, there's like some there's like some disagreements. There's conflicts and disagreements at work. I just want you to be a little bit careful for that. And you're slowly getting closer to somewhat of a deep soul connection from what I can see. Now, spiritually speaking, I did mention to listen to your intuition a little bit more. I feel like you're going to be receiving some healing. You're going to be reclaiming your power. I feel like you could receive a different type of spiritual downloads altogether. And very, very important, I feel like there is a confidence. There's a beautiful confidence within you that has like a little bit dissipated, but it's coming back, and it's coming back full bloom. And that's beautiful to see. So, yeah. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you, sweetie. Oh, and be careful for somebody sneaky. Somebody sneaky. Don't know who it is, but somebody sneaky at work. Sneaky person at work. Just be a little bit careful who you speak and to what you say. Yeah. Anna, here we go, my beautiful Anna. And Mimi, I'm sending you much love, sweetie pie. How are you doing, my beautiful Elaine? We're going to put Anna at 101, and I need to go to PayPal, I believe, to go get. Awesome. Oh, I like that. That means good things. Awesome is good. It means you're having a good day. All right, my beautiful Anna. What are the thoughts and feelings towards you? Alrighty. All right. We're going to go over here. So here we go for our beautiful Anna. And good for you, sweetie. I love that. I love that. Watson and Lilith, I'm going to say we're done for today after Anna, my sweet love. So you can close everything on up after, sweetie. Okay, so what are N's thoughts and feelings and intentions towards you? Let's go do a sneak a peek. We have pain, we have pain, we have sorrow, we have... Why do we have pain? Why do we have sorrow? Why do we have a blockage? What's up with that? Things are at a stall. Like things are... This person has a very strong emotional connection with you. And I do have to say there is a very strong mutual attraction. There is a sense of familiarity that is there. He sees you as somebody who is very meaningful. He believes that you are somebody who can bring peace and balance and beautiful inspiration to his life. But at the very same time, I feel like something is at a stall. Something has happened over here. I feel like there's a need for stability, but there's also a need of communication. Whatever it is that you have sent on through, let me go and see. It's like we don't know how to respond. We don't know. We don't know. This person wants to reach out to you at this moment, but they're not reaching out because they don't know how to do so. Because their ego is affected. Their ego is very loud. Their ego is affected by this. Their main issue is their ego. Very self-centered. Very self-centered. They don't feel they can give you what it is that you want. And so it's not that they don't want you. It's not that they don't want to be with you. They just figure that they can't do it. It's too extreme what you would want or what you would desire and what this person would be willing or able to give. Not willing, able to give at this moment. So like there's a sense of I'm moving on. I'm onto a transition. And I'm just kind of continuing onto that path into a certain way. Are you here? Let me go see if you're here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yes, you already have a timestamp, my love. You'll be able to come and get it, sweetie pie. So there is definitely something that is happening over here, sweet love. This person is very jealous. When they think about you being with somebody else or having a connection with somebody else, they're very jealous. It's not something they want. They're very greedy for you, like they want you, but they can't have you because ultimately they can't give you what it is that you want. So they're just kind of sticking into their own energy, not giving it to you, but wanting to give it to you. But it's their own darn fault because of the way that they are. I feel like your message was heartfelt. There was a lot into it. But I feel like you're also looking for, like, I feel like you're very understanding, but I feel like you're looking for something, some type of information, some type of feedback. And I don't feel like this person can give you that feedback at this moment. So don't necessarily I feel like they're a little bit almost intimidated by the message that you sent out. They don't know what to write back or if they can write back or what they can do. So they kind of seem to not be doing all that much at this moment. It's kind of interesting, eh? And that's it. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That it makes sense. It makes sense. He can't give you what it is that you want. He can't. And that's where the jealousy comes from. That's where the envy comes from. But that's where everything comes from, where he doesn't know how to answer you. He doesn't know what to do. For the moment, my love, I don't necessarily feel like he's going to write back. If he does, it will be very short. It's not necessarily going to go into the direction that you like to, because at this moment, he kind of figures that the message that you sent out was a little bit to get some type of reaction from him. And although he could give you a reaction, it's not going to change anything. So I feel like he's going to leave it the way that it is. He knows that he can't have you because you don't want the same thing. And so he's just going to have to move on. He's going to have to live with the regret. I honestly don't see him changing. I see him preferring to walk away than to fix himself so he can be there for you. It would take too much time, too much effort. He doesn't have that time, doesn't have the effort, doesn't want to put the effort into. So he's just going to have to be jealous, wonder what the heck you're up to and who you're going to go and see. Quite frankly, it's his last. Good night, my beautiful Elaine, sweetie. So, yeah, sweetie pie. I'm going to say he's not too happy about your message, but he's not surprised by your message. I don't necessarily feel like he's going to be writing on back. Let me go and see. At this moment, is he hiding anything from you? Honestly, I don't feel like he's hiding anything that is hurtful. I feel like what he's hiding is more his fears. I feel like he's hiding more his emotions because he struggles a lot with his vulnerability. He struggles a lot with his fears. He struggles with fears of rejection. He prefers to be the one who has the upper hand because he wouldn't want to be rejected. He wouldn't want to be the one. He wants to be the one who's saying, okay, this is not going to work, or I'm going to take my own space. He doesn't want it to go the other way around. So I feel like at this moment, he doesn't want to take anything that is an impulsive choice. And his ego, like I said, is very, very strong. So I feel like what he's hiding from you is that, honestly, he wants to open up, but he's not going to open up. He doesn't have the patience at this moment and he doesn't have the patience and he doesn't have the desire to look towards a long-term relationship. If you just wanted fun, he'd have fun and it would be fine. It would be perfect. But because you want more, he can't give it to you. Yeah. So, sweetie pie, intentions, no changes. He's going to stay onto his side. Nothing much happening. I don't necessarily see him writing back. If he does, like I said, I feel like it'll be short, but it's not going to go into the direction that you want it to. He does have a lot of beautiful feelings towards you. He has a lot of physical attraction towards you, a lot of curiosity towards you, but his ego is way too strong. Just can't give you what it is that you want. You want two opposing things altogether. He can't do it. The message, he kind of felt it a little bit more like some type of manipulation. He wouldn't necessarily fall into it because, again, if he did, you guys would be together, you'd have fun together. It would just kind of make things worse because he's still going to stay into his ultimate position. So basically, he's hiding his emotions. He's hiding his fears of vulnerability. He's hiding his fears of being committed, being into a relationship, because it's not that it's something he doesn't want. It's something that he feels is unattainable for him. It's something that he feels maybe he'll never be able to actually be into. Like, he's just that type of a person that a relationship might not necessarily be the right thing for him. It's not something he's looking for. At this moment, I feel like he's looking towards himself. He's looking towards his work, his friends. That's it. That's all. His pastimes, my love. I am going to give you some messages over here, and I'm sorry. This is not the reading that you probably wanted. I think that we should slow down, wait. If I followed you, I could lose everything, which is not meaning he'd lose everything, but he'd end up losing himself and his wants and his desires. However, he is jealous. He is jealous about the thought of you going to see somebody else. Is there anything wrong with you? Absolutely not. I never imagined so much perfection. Does he have any sexual thoughts? Yes, he does. Does he have issues with his ego and his strength? Absolutely. My beautiful love, my advice for you, let that one go. But it is entirely up to you to decide what it is that you want and how you want to move on forward. But I don't believe this one's going to bring you your happiness that you deserve and that you need, my love. But hey, nothing is set in stone. A lot of things can change. But for the moment, I'm going to say you need another Prince Charming, sweetie. You need a king. Not a prince, you need a king. Yeah. I'm sending you much love, sweetie pie. You deserve so much better, Anna. Alright, so guys, we're going to end the live for tonight. I'm sending out much love to every single one of you, sweetie pies, and we'll see each other tomorrow, same place, same time. So, good night, my beautiful loves. We are. Good night, Anna. Good night, Juanson. Good night, Lilith. Good night, Elaine. I'll see you tomorrow.